So I've opened this once just to check that everything seemed okay. And every part is in there. And the last one I got was a 40 amp model, and this one is 70, and it has the three-phase connector, so it's 400 volts instead of 230, 220, yeah, something like that. The other one was really ready to go, but this one I need to put some stuff here. Aus on. So I'll put this together and see if it works. A good thing about that other plasma cutter, I wasn't really happy with it. So I filed a complaint with Amazon and said that it didn't meet my expectations. Since they said it could cut 12 millimeters and I really struggled with 10 millimeters. And then I got documents to send it back for free, and they put the money back on my credit card. So I think that's the way it should be when buying things online. It should be simple to return it, and so that's why I got this one from Amazon also, but not from Amazon.se, but DE, so it's from Germany. But it's made in China, of course. So there were some parts in here. This is the manual. Maybe I should really read it. This is much more heavy duty than the one I had, 40 amp. Right. Read. English. Deutsche Teil. I think I prefer the English version. I do know ein bisschen Deutsch, aber nicht so viel. So, not so much. Warning, you may die. Yeah. If you can't die, it's not a sport, right? Read the safety rules. Yes, I just read it. Come on, I need pictures. Oh, here we have pictures. Now I know how to do this. Check that there's no defective part. I actually did that. I didn't even read the manual. Set up your unit in a ventilated area. Yeah, I'm almost outside. Actually, the English is good. There's no... A couple of years ago when you got stuff from China, it could be like really fun but confusing to read the manual. Look, they even have a good YouTube video on how to do this, so I will watch this and do it myself, and if you want to know how to do it, you can just... Yeah, it's in German, but I think you'll understand from the moving pictures, you know. If you have problems getting this Teflon sealing tape to stay on this, what you can do, you can take pliers like this, and then just squeeze a little bit like that and like that, and then you'll have some sharp edges here, and the tape will stay on this much better. Before I connect this, I figured I'd empty this air compressor of water, so I removed this and nothing came out. And when I connected this, I could clearly see water in there. I don't know if you can see, but there's some water drops here. So then I removed this part that is this one is screwed into this one, and now I'll see if I can clear that little hole there. I have removed most of the air, but I want some help because there's probably rust or something in here. Oh, Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty blocked. I think I should do that a little bit more often. Be easier now. I am connecting this plasma torch now, and I find that I think this looks a little bit. See, there should be some kind of plastic over here. I'll probably fix it somehow. It's time for bed, but I'm just gonna have to make a really quick test. Of course, there's something leaking here. Let's turn it on and see what happens. Let's see if 40 amps is enough for this. This is the same steel rod or steel bar that I tried to cut with that old plasma cutter. This has pilot, so it should start. Yeah, it does. Alright, this one has some serious power. Truck 50 amp. I don't have the right shoes on now. Nothing happens now. Okay. Is there a waiting time maybe? Alright, so that's how it's supposed to be. I guess there's a delay, like after you start it, you have to wait until you can restart it. Now this is what I was looking for in a plasma cutter. The 10mm was nothing. This was at 50 amps. Good plasma cutter. Good plasma cutter. I am making an anvil. I'm going to put it up here, but first I just did this, cut out these two, and this is oak, so it should last, and then I'll just turn it around. This is what I will be using for an anvil, and you can see there are holes here and here, but I want to have this top side, so I need to make some holes here, and this is 18, 19 millimeters, almost 20 millimeters. I used this PDFE tape here, which came with this machine, and I never seem to get that tight, so I will use this multi-pack, and I have no idea what it's called in English, but I will write it. So like down here you can see the name of this, and this is the only thing that I ever get waterproof or airproof or gas proof. So I don't know why I even tried with that damn tape. I hate that. I took a little bit too much. You don't need that much. This is a natural product. It's called lean. At least in Swedish it's called lean. Now it's not leaking anymore. So I am in the middle of a project. I was just gonna put a door here, but then turned out that this was rotten. I put some there, a new part there, and this area here was very low, so I have put some cement here to get it a little bit higher, because these flowers were actually growing inside this beam here. Here is much better. The rock is much higher here, so I think that will be all right. This is also oak, and the old ones, they lasted like 100 years. Plan is to make, there is already a hole here, so I want to make one hole here and there and there. 60 amps now. That thing is really... it's not very good. It forms very easy, and maybe because it gets so hot from the Yeah, maybe I should have different feet on. I should be well protected now. So I raised it up to 70 amps, so this is max. I did increase the air pressure a little bit, and perhaps I have to make like a cut. It might not work this way, but I will try it anyway. Yeah, it did work. Are all these like this bad, or is it just that I overheat them? If you have a good source for these distance thingies, yeah, that is probably the best method. So I made a little bit of a mistake because I put these holes out in the corner, and that would be like very hard to, I mean, there's no screw that grip into air, so I will drill the other holes. I drilled holes instead, and if you have a good drill bits and a good machine, use a low RPM and also some cutting oil. It really is much better than the plasma cutter, because the plasma, you know, it gets stuff all over the place. I might need longer bolts. Yeah. That was just a quick demonstration of this Vector-Welding Plasma cutter. And I do like the power. It seems to have a lot of power. However, this application to make holes in thick steel plates is it wasn't the right one. But I'm still learning what this can be useful for, and hopefully I get it right. It seems to have a lot of power, and I do like that it is a three-phase machine. So I like the power of this machine. You can cut really thick metal. What I don't like is that you had to do some assembly when you got it, like with that air thing. And also this here looks like it will break. Should be some protection over this. This here, it's coming off. Maybe it's because I am using it the wrong way. I have a lot of iron here, so that might be my fault, but it seems like it should be made, this should be made of a better kind of material. So overall, I'm much happier with this more expensive machine. It was about twice as expensive, so around 4,000 Swedish kroners or 400 US dollars. It will be much more useful for me than those that really cheap one that I tried before. So thanks for watching, and bye.